Hi, I'm Johnny Jack, back again. I'm here with Kennedy Brown, our illustrious, amazing movement teacher. He's head of our movement, whole movement work here at Stella Adler Academy in Los Angeles. And I'm going to read a little bit from his bio because, again, as we all know, I can't remember everything, and there are no cue cards. Kennedy has been teaching in major programs in both New York and Los Angeles for over 15 years. Kennedy's teaching is primarily influenced by his more than 20 years of association with Fay Simpson, founder of the Lucid Body Technique. He has been a collaborator in Miss Simpson's company, the Impact Theater, as well as an assistant to Miss Simpson in her classes and workshops. Besides teaching at Stella Adler Academy here in Hollywood, Kennedy is a lecturer at the acting department at California State University, Fullerton. How are you? Good. In between classes.
Yeah, I've been teaching all day.
All morning and probably for the rest of the night.
Yes.
Really, seriously, every student that comes through this school speaks about the movement program. And the teachers in this school have noticed a difference once you started to teach movement here many years ago. You want to talk a little about it?
Right from the beginning, we're looking at the body as something that can support an actor's talent, support their ability to express themselves, support their ability to not just interpret roles, but also to free up their creativity, whether it's emotional expression or imaginative expression.
Cool. A lot of actors go in there with blocks. They say they have a block, or they feel they're starting to realize that they're becoming more and more unblocked in their own personal lives, and that, of course, that is translating into the work.
Interestingly enough, some of the great roles that actors end up playing are hidden under those blocks, and actors might come into a class because they have a deep yearning to explore those types, those expressions, those feelings, those imaginative worlds that lie under those blocks, but their daily lives don't allow them the freedom to do that. I think we can all relate to that in terms of being an actor.
Well said.
There are more roles
Yes.
and underneath those areas there's often really interesting roles, but the process takes time.
And an interesting thing you keep seeming to refer to even underneath is the lack of judgment in your class. Everyone says it's such a free space to explore, and there's such a level of trust in the room to explore all of those blocks that we have, or that you're saying, and to explore releasing them. And you'd have to build a comfortable space to do that, I suppose.
Yeah.
and you...
Trust in the space is essential.
No judgment at all.
Yeah, and that's a process, the judgment thing. I mean, I work with it every day, and I think as artists we learn to work with it on an ongoing basis.
Yeah.
In terms of in the classroom, saying don't judge, or saying to a class to practice non-judgment is really a process. I really oftentimes say that the class isn't about if I say it, then you do it, then it's done. But when we speak about something we explored, you see where you are with it, and then you're on a path, or it's a process.
Yeah.
So we really make the class about a process, a laboratory where actors can be comfortable with getting something or not getting something.
Wow.
Judgments coming up, and then us allowing those to drop away.
That's great.
So yeah, that's a big part of it. Other things is that as I've described the class to you in terms of having these patterns of movement, and then inviting yourself to explore different patterns of movement, Judgments are huge.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we don't do certain things or act certain ways because we're afraid of what people will say or of being heard. So our process of non-judgment is very important, and in order to free ourselves up. The interesting thing that people say is that they're able to do things in class that they might have never done before in their lives.
Wow.
Which says a lot.
Yeah.
But B, that they would never even do by themselves.
Wow.
The idea that needing to be witnessed or needing a group that's supportive to allow you to explore yourself in new ways is huge. It allows actors to explore their creativity. I should add that the class isn't just about self-exploration. It's really about getting to know your instrument and getting to know the many aspects of yourself that have been either suppressed or unexpressed, for the sake of making you available and flexible in your acting.
Yes, yes.